All right, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome back to another show. We got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about today. I was wrong. You know, when I'm wrong, I admit I was wrong, and somebody's gonna get a $100 gift card. We'll get to that here in a second. LeBron James, I guess they claim he hate Memphis. LeBron James, welcome to my world. Megan Rapido, I want to say something real bad about it. I'm trying to be a good Christian. Mrs. Scissorhands. She had something to say that was super crazy about the ruling that men cannot whoop women in women's sports. Trick Daddy, a.k.a. sisters, why y'all get Trick Daddy to come and perform and then get mad because Trick Daddy's being Trick Daddy? Man, before we get to any of that, we got to talk about the deadline, the insane deadline that Donald Trump gave Iran. Welcome to the Off the Table Show.
I want everybody in this room to have that same spirit, that same identity carried in your life.
Make sure that you go through life and find your purpose.
And we don't do this just to get a pat on the back. We do it because we came here to win.
And it starts with you understanding that God has a purpose for you.
This is the time to be more bold than ever before.
We're all Americans at the end of the day, and we should love one another. We should be focused on what's right for our country. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Make sure you join the membership program if you are interested in it. We do some exclusive stuff, some firearm stuff that I've done, some shooting when I go to events. Also, the post-show clarity, which is after the regular live show. We have some stuff going on. We do giveaways. We have to announce the winner today, so we'll do that. If you're a member, shout out to the members. Thank y'all for the support. If you're not a member, consider joining the membership. All right, let's get straight to Donald Trump is crazy. Can I like I love Donald Trump, but this was the craziest thing I ever seen in my life. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm like, should I feel like, or is it okay that internally I feel like, yeah, America? Or am I saying, is this guy crazy? Like, is he good, bro? All I'm saying, is he good, bro? Look at this tweet or truth or whatever he put out. Now, I don't give a flying flip about Iran. I'm okay with wiping them completely off the map, citizens and everything, if it came down to it. If it's us versus them, we clean it out. Hold it, reset, hit the Control Alt Delete button. Everybody gone. I don't care if it comes down to us versus them. But right now, it don't seem like it's an us versus them thing at this point. But Donald Trump, I don't know if he was having a bad day. I don't know if them Coca-Colas got a little something spice into it. I have never in my life seen somebody talk like this. Donald Trump gives no Fs. This is what he wrote. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up into one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the effing straits, you crazy bees, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah. President Donald Trump. Did somebody hack his account, bro? Bro said, Donald Trump ended it with praise be to Allah. I don't know if we should be scared or we should be celebrating. I don't know if Trump is losing his mind or he gangster. I don't know which one it is. Y'all got to comment in the comment section. Here's one of the clips from Fox News talking about the Strait of Hormuz and Donald Trump's ceasefire negotiations or whatever the case may be. Roll it.
Good morning, Griff. The AP and other outlets are reporting that Egyptian, Pakistani, and Turkish mediators have presented the United States and Iran with a proposed 45-day ceasefire plan that includes opening the Strait of Hormuz, which is far in the distance in the Persian Gulf behind me. Now, that proposal was reportedly sent to the U.S. and Iran last night. The Strait of Hormuz has become a key issue for any peace deal, as Iran is wreaking havoc on commerce and law-abiding ships trying to pass through that strait. Also last night, President Trump warning Iran of an 8 p.m. deadline tonight for Iran to come to the table, or there could be many U.S. attacks tomorrow. The president writing Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the blinking strait, you crazy blink, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Donald J. Trump. Now, over the weekend, I met in person here with Dr. Sanwar Gargash. He is referred to as His Excellency here in this country. He's an advisor to the president here. Dr. Gargash tells me that if the United States presents the right plan, the UAE, the country that we are in, will join the United States in using force on the Strait of Hormuz. Dr. Gargash saying, quote, "We're not ready to act as a maritime force, but we will join any American-led effort, international effort, to secure navigation in the Strait of Hormuz. We are ready to play our part." Also, Dr. Gargash telling us that he considers the United States the UAE's greatest security ally, and that the UAE is ready to, quote, double down on its relationship with the United States right now. Griff.
Donald Trump reminds me of myself a lot. Sometimes doing this, and he's probably at a crazy level, crazier than where I'm at. Doing this can make you crazy sometimes. And I be wanting to say all kind of stuff to people online. Oh, Lord, help me. I want to cuss people out, threaten them. I want to put pictures of their kids up there and say, I'm going to come and clean your whole house down. They be talking so much trash to me. But because I'm a good Christian, I say, Lord, the Lord is my strength. And I'm not going to get gangster with these people like I really want to. But Donald Trump, for some reason, I don't know if he had a bad Easter, but Donald Trump said the most gangster stuff I ever heard in my life. And I don't know how to feel about it, bro. Let's see. Stephen A. Smith has something to say. Roll it.
Look, I ain't no damn supporter of Iran, okay? Leading sponsor of terrorism, all of that. Stuff they want to do to Israel, stuff they've already done to America. I ain't no supporter of that, but you're the president of the United States. And you go on social media with a profanity-laced tirade, and then you gonna end it by saying, praise be to Allah. How do you think that's gonna help us? How do you think that's gonna help us throughout the world? I mean, seriously. For Muslim countries that ain't Iran.
Let me give Stephen A. little bit of insight. We just saw on Fox News that the UAE said they're going to play their part. It is about time, and this is I got two people on me, right? I got the one side that's saying this is crazy, Donald Trump, why did you do this? And I got the other side over here saying, at some point, y'all need to respect the United States of America. We're not going to bow down to your religious ideologies, meaning that you come second to Christianity. I'm just saying, at what point do we say we can do whatever we want to do? We're a Christian nation. You come second. We're not bending the knee and bowing down to Islam no more. Well, we going to kiss your butt so we don't offend nobody. Man, we going to do what we going to do. Do you want security or you don't? Do you want to be on your own, or do you want us to be an ally, or do you not? Keep playing with us and we're going to clean it out. There's a part of me that kind of want to see what Trump going to do, though. There's a part of me that kind of hope they play around, because I want to see, with Trump saying what he's saying, I want to see what Bridge Day mean. I want to see what power plant day mean. I want to see what Trump is willing to do to open up the Strait of Hormuz, or however you say it, Hormuz. I want to see Donald Trump just get gangster for one time, because I kind of feel like America, we the big dog on the block, and we keep acting like we not, and we keep playing around in the middle, and people get emboldened, and they think they really want that smoke with us until we have to come out and show them something. It's like these people online that be talking trash. They really did be talking like. All right, let's go, Scott Jennings. Scott Jennings has something to say. Roll it.
Escalate.
Bill, you've always been someone who speaks softly and carries a big stick. This is not how you negotiate things. In
Time
my
out.
experience covering you.
That's the gayest analogy I ever. I'm so sick of people. Quit using that. It's like you want to be gay when you say that as a man. You just talk softly and carry a big stick. Like what? Like in your mind, bro. There ain't no pause, bro. There ain't no pause. Like there ain't no. Can you make another example? That's the gayest, like weirdest statement I ever hear. Don't ever tell me. If somebody in a meeting come up to me and say, Brandon, you talk softly but carry a big stick, I'm gonna say, bro, get out the meeting. I don't want nothing. Don't say nothing else. You lame. Finish the clip.
Yeah, and that's my personal. But this is also the first war fought in this age of social media with this president. I think he does things very differently. I think he does things in his own way, different than Biden, different than Obama. And I think we're seeing this playing out this morning.
You know what the irony in all of this is that Iran has shown its capabilities in two ways where the United States is unfortunately catching up. One is using cheap drones, which is they've been providing those to Russia to use in Ukraine, so they have lots of experiments with that. And the second is the meme war and internet propaganda, which is something actually the Iranians have been known for and influencing. And so they had, for all of our talk on our side of all the people killed in the regime, they have been pushing out through multiple channels around the world images of the American Army generals and military people who have also lost their jobs at this time. So the way this looks out in the public is not a United States that is locked and loaded and working in one direction.
Do you think that the Iranians would rather have their entire Navy back or their memes?
Oh, I think when we're talking
we have
about
destroyed 13,000 military targets,
and this is a big distinction, is that we're fighting the war on their land, so they have a say. If they survive, that's a win for them. That's it. So their stakes are so much higher, but they have to do so much less to be able to maintain some kind of credibility. Second, that's the Iranian regime I'm talking about. The people of Iran, even back to George Bush, have suffered. They have always had sanctions on them. They just want some relief. And President Trump started this whole thing by saying, this is your time. Now you can come and take over your government. And now they're losing electricity. They're losing civilian bridges. They're losing clean water. I mean, this is nobody, United States or the regime, is helping the people of Iran.
Final.
Let me just add to that. We told y'all it's your time, and you didn't step up. If y'all would have done what y'all supposed to do, we wouldn't have had to come there and kill everybody and take over. So y'all need to shut up and sit down and let daddy take care of business. I'm just throwing it out there. Y'all wanted to. I don't want to hear nobody talk about America. They said this. I don't really care about y'all anyway, to be quite honest. It's America first. Our people come first. We kind of doing y'all a favor by trying to get rid of these maniacs so y'all can live a peaceful life. I bet not hear not one Iranian say nothing about America. Don't comment on America. Don't say nothing. Just shut up and thank us. That's all you need to do. Shut up and thank us. Because y'all will be under this regime getting you know what. But we sacrificing our resources to give y'all something. So I don't want to hear nothing about how we doing it. I don't want to hear nothing about who doing it better or not. Shut up. Let us do our thing. And then we're going to rescue y'all like we do everybody else in the world. I don't want to hear nobody say nothing. We're going to do what we got to do. And I'll just say this to the weirdos out there. I saw some tweets that Donald Trump is a devil or something. Can y'all stop being weird and silly? I want y'all to understand. The only people that really dislike Trump are the same people that hate Jews. I'm gonna say this till my eyeballs fall out. It's just the Jew hate. Y'all hate anybody that support anything about Israel, and so you hate Trump. If Trump said, I hate Israel, he'd be on your show. Y'all be talking about him every day. No matter what he does, he'll be right. It's just like I saw Theo Von. Was it Theo Von or was it the other guy? Who went on the Joe Rogan show and was talking about we giving all our money to Israel? It was Theo Von. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. Are they putting something in the water? Theo Von went on to that. I see Theo Von in a fight, and he was very nice to me. Why are these people so weird, dude? Theo Von gets on there and gets in this tirade about America, America, America. We giving all our money to Israel. 1% of our GDP we give to Israel, and they have to spend it in America. Shut the front door. If you don't like it, I get it, but why are you lying about stuff? Making up crazy stuff. All right, let's talk about this real quick before we move on. I want to make sure we give Ground News a quick shout out, man, because I really enjoy finding these stories and getting to know the full spectrum of what these stories are about through Ground.News. Because all you got to do is go in there, you find an article, it's trending, a topic that you want to talk about. You can see what the left is talking about, and I love the AI feature. The left is talking about it, it gives a synopsis. You can see what the center is talking about. If you're a person like me and you don't feel like reading all this stuff, you can get a good, quick synopsis. But if you want to go into depth and you want to see who's writing what about what, you don't get tricked, and your mom and them don't get tricked. When they tell you and send you an article, you know if it's from the left, if it's from the center, or it's people on the right. And that's one thing that I just absolutely love. If I could have created a freaking website, I would have made it just like this, all right? So make sure you go to Ground.News. We'll put the link in the description section. We got some discounts and stuff for you there if you want to join Ground.News and have a premium subscription like I use. So you can check that out in the description section. Let's get to the I was wrong. I'm rarely ever wrong. But this time I was wrong. And I told people, I said, I give somebody $100 gift card if you can find me white people twerking at work like them black people at Chick-fil-A. The whole staff got fired. They bouncing their chest, doing all this old crazy lunatic stuff. And I ain't seen a clip of white people doing it. And I say, you show me a clip of them white folks doing it or somebody other than the ninjas, and I will give somebody $100 gift card. The whole weekend went by. Nobody could satisfy showing me that I was wrong. Until I think his name, I'm gonna shout his handle out. Hold on, let me get his handle. I said, bro, I'll give you a shout out. I owe you $100. What's his name? DZ Thinking 44. Y'all need to get some better names. God dang, DZ Thinking 44. You know who you are. You got a picture of LeBron James looking like he got shocked. You won, bro. He sent me 3 videos of white people doing the same stuff. And in this first video, it's a black girl in there, so I don't count it. But he sent me 2 other ones. But I'm gonna show all the ones where you got people at their job. And everybody complaining about the economy, and they can't find a job, and we can't. Our generation don't have y'all at your job doing this. That's why y'all ain't got no job, complaining, and y'all doing this at work. Roll the clip.
Grabbing on my tootie. She told me smack her on the booty. She said I got too many. She said.
Somebody saying Brandon, but that ain't really what the black people were doing, right? They weren't bouncing it and doing all that other stuff. You're correct. He sent me that one, and I said, bro, I ain't paying you nothing because that ain't good enough. Then he sent me this one. Roll this one. Hey, it's a black girl in that one, though. But it's still white folks in there. Hey, it didn't satisfy, right? But then he sent me another one. Roll the clip. And I said, but she at work, but she ain't at the front counter. But it gave me one more. Roll it.
You feel me? My girl fucking it up back here. Hey, fuck a mom, sis. Huh? What else? I didn't notice my love was you fall. Then they alive, fuck them all. Fuck them all, sis. Got you on your knees. What? You can take advantage of me. What? Tell me if you need to see you out there. Get it so.
All right. They crazy. But hey, I said, show me a video, and he did. He showed me some videos. So $100 gift card going to DZ Making 44 or something, Thinking 44. We got you, bro. I told him send me your email so we can get you the gift card. But anyway, let's get to the next story. Megan Rapinoe. Is her name Rapinoe? Megan Rapinoe, the dumbest dyke in America. She gets on my nerves. I can't stand her. I don't know why. Somehow she think that she a representative for women. She is the dumbest, sorriest, stupidest, ignorant person in America when it comes to these issues. I do not understand how you can look in the mirror, probably because she don't think she a woman. She really don't even really look like her. She look like a little boy. But I don't know how you so silly that you claim to care about women and you mad because dudes with penises are not able to perform against women or be in a woman's locker room. Like, why do you think that's a problem? That we ban dudes from swinging their stuff in front of these girls in the locker room. You know they don't mean it. You know they don't really want to be women. They just want to dust y'all off in sports. That's all it is. Don't you find it interesting that it's always the people doing trans stuff in the sports and they just dusting the women off? They don't transition and then quit playing sports. They go right for the sport. They were playing that sport and now they're a girl and now they dusting y'all off. But you know it never go the other way. You never in your life, I'll give another $100 gift card. You will never in your life see a woman transition to a man competing in men's sports. Why is it? If it's not an unfair advantage, then why don't we see just as many women transition to men on the podium, winning races, competing? You can't find one. Not one, sis. But listen to Rapinoe.
Is Transgender Day of Visibility. So we just want to wish our trans family the happiest of days. We love you. We see you. We know how trying these times are for you right now, and just wanted to take a moment to say that. And unfortunately, we have to say that all in the same breath as a really horrible rule that came out from the International Olympic Committee. They've announced a new policy that they're calling, I can't even believe they're calling it this, because it has nothing to do with protecting women. I feel like two people who played at the very highest level for every competition that you possibly could don't agree with this and never felt like this was an issue at all. The protection of the female bracketed women's category. They're limiting people eligible to compete in the women's category to those who qualify as what they're calling, quote unquote, biological females. This will require a once in a lifetime screening of all women's athletes for the SRY gene. And if an athlete tests positive for this gene, they will have to compete in the male category. We already know that biology, as much as we want it to be just nice and clean and tight and perfectly in one category or another, it's not. We know that. So now what we're doing is subjecting everybody, all women and all people who are identifying as women, to this really invasive testing.
I want to call it an H word, but he has risen. He is risen. But I want to call you a H and a B and a D and a everything. I want to call it so many words. Why would you get on here and lie? A cheek swab is not invasive. If it wasn't for y'all stupid women allowing dudes to run through y'all sport, y'all wouldn't even have to have this issue. Y'all sorry, and I blame men more than women, but y'all sorry women. Some of y'all sorry. You didn't say nothing when these dudes put a dress on and be all in y'all sport. You didn't say nothing. Y'all were quiet. Y'all still going and showing up and compete. You didn't do nothing to stand up for women. Nothing. Y'all did nothing. You let these dudes run through all y'all records. You give it 10 years, they'll have every record. You did nothing. You sorry, lazy, poor excuse women. Just the sport, just trash. Y'all shouldn't even have a sport, to be honest. But men let y'all do it, and y'all can't even protect your own sport. So now men gotta protect y'all. I'm not talking about the smart women that's watching this. Y'all smart. I'm talking about these dumb bulldaggers. I think they call bulldaggers. I don't know. We used to call them all kind of stuff back in the day. These women don't even really care about women. They so woke and stupid that they won't even stand up for a woman. A man can literally put a dress on and slap a woman, and they'll be like, no, that's a woman. You don't get to claim you're a woman just because you wear a dress. Like, let me say this real quick. I know I'm being superfluous. I'm kind of angry today. I don't know how women allow men to cheapen the female experience. Look in the mirror and tell me it makes sense that a man can cheapen what it means to be a woman. All he has to do is put on a dress and put on lipstick and eyeliner, and he can now be grandfathered in as a woman. Is that all you worth? Is external looks? Explain that to me. If a man came and said, "Oh, women ain't worth nothing but the way they look," y'all be mad. Y'all will be mad. Y'all be throwing a fit. Y'all be protesting with vagina hats on and doing all that stupid stuff y'all did when Donald Trump won. Y'all will be protesting mad, insane. But then if a man wears a dress and put makeup on and reduces the exposure or experience of a woman down to pretty much nothing but superfluous, superficial stuff, y'all accept it. Due to inclusion. And I know there's a lot of women on here mad that I'm saying this. I'm not talking about y'all, but but enough of y'all ain't speaking up. Y'all gonna let these fools come out here and do this. She got 48 seconds left. Let's finish the clip.
That only to me just says like, oh, so we're just trying to whittle it down to a certain type of woman. Is that what we're doing? Like, that's really the whole game here. Like, there's been, they sort of like lost the battle on gay marriage and lost the battle on all these things. So it's just like, we're going to have this whole campaign for all these years to just hate trans people, which is such a small percentage of the population. It's actually like on a single hand when we're talking about sports. And just like thread the absolute tightest needle thread that you possibly could. This committee is framing it as based in science, which it's not. And this will ultimately just prevent people from competing within the women's category that they feel like have an unfair advantage.
No, it's not.
It's just
You're
really
either a
hateful.
woman or you're not. You bald head fool. You're the woman or you're not. And if you're a man, you ain't got no business doing it. For all the women out here that support what she's saying, just eliminate the women category and compete against men. Let's see how far it go. You have no sports except softball. That's probably it. That's the only sport doing that underhand throw is the only thing men cannot waste their arm mobility to learn how to do. But to be honest, if men started doing it, they'll beat y'all in that too. So stop it. Get some help. All right. Jake Paul. I want to go to Jake Paul real quick. Jake Paul and the whole Drewski thing. Let me just add this context real quick. If I was advising Turning Point USA, if I was the advisor, and Drewski came out and did that little thing, I would have said, just make fun of it. Don't say nothing or make fun of it. Don't get mad at it because culture will turn it around against you. Interject yourself in the culture. When Charlie Kirk was alive and South Park made that skit about him, it was not favorable to him. It was funny. I thought it was funny. Charlie Kirk changed his thumbnail to the South Park thing. It was kind of funny, right? It was kind of funny. I know that it's a touchy situation because the way Erica lost Charlie and all of that. But I think that the biggest F you or spit in your face or the kickback is just change your thumbnail to the Drewski thing. I mean, change your profile pic to Drewski. And it takes the sting out of anything anybody tried to do because you like making fun of it. Like, that's funny. Ha, ha, ha. Even whether you feel like it's funny or not, you take the sting out of it. People call me Talmud Tatum Sting. I don't give a. I'll wear the yarmulke on y'all fools. I'll put the swirls and everything. Don't play with me. I'm trying to look for the outfit. I'll show up on my show with the swirls and everything with a Talmud in my hand. I don't care what you fools think. Y'all think it make me mad? Oh, you get paid, but man, I wish them Jews pay me, man. I don't need no payment to tell the truth, Anyway, but here's Jake Paul saying that he might try to attempt to do the reverse of what Drewski did. Roll the clip.
I want to ask you something because I've been over the last couple of days calling makeup artists, and I was gonna do a response to this and like go and do like the full on
darker.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And do it and just do it back because why not?
Yeah.
Like, are we on the same playing field? Like,
I think if there's a way to do it, singing in well, even this sentence. But if there's a way to do it, I've been here many times. If there's a way to do it, I think there needs to be some black support for the character, I think. Like I'm saying, like say if Drewski or I'm trying to think of somebody else.
Charles Barkley.
If you got one of those guys to be like, hey, Theo, I want you to do this skit with me. Let's do this.
But still, that's out.
You think it is?
Yeah.
To me, there's a level of like,
doesn't that make us more like prejudice?
Like more prejudice?
That makes us, if we have to partner with someone. Drewski just dropped this.
And he's done it a couple of times,
exactly. I love it. This is great. This is how humans should be.
I agree.
We should make fun of each other. And I don't see in color, I see in truth and comedy. So, like, what are we talking about?
So you're saying
what era are we living in?
Dude, Justin Trudeau did, and he's freaking dating Katy Perry. You see that, Justin Trudeau, the mayor of freaking Canada?
I was just with them. I was just with them.
No, you were not.
Yeah, at the JP Morgan summit.
He was B-facing. Look at him right there in the middle. Look at the one in the hat in the middle.
He got caught for this before?
Yeah, look how dark he went. I mean, he went.
But to be fair, that picture's in black and white, so we can't tell how dark he went.
But that's fair. That's kind of fair. What about Jimmy Kimmel when he was blacking around over there? Bring that up, huh? Hey, look at him just blacking. I mean, look at that. Even the cross eyes.
That's Jimmy Kimmel?
Yeah.
That's not Shaq.
That ain't Shaq, dude.
He tried to throw a little joke in there. It didn't really land like he wanted to. But what do y'all think, man? I have mixed feelings about this, right? And I always have to check myself on this. It's just like when I hear a white person say the N-word. The first time I hear it, it's like repulsive, right? It's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. But then I'm like, but why do I care? It's a stupid word and nobody should be saying it anyway. So if I don't care if a black person said it, or the same feeling I have when a black person says it should be an equal feeling if a white person said it. Why am I subconsciously being biased against this? It's a stupid word. It doesn't matter who say it, it's still a stupid word. But then you go on and you say blackface. Drewski does it. Remember the white chicks? They do it, and nobody's really, it's funny. But then if a white person do blackface, everybody got, they in their feelings. So I think Jake Paul got a point. Just go do it. Just do blackface and do it. The problem is the double standard. Because I'm telling you what, if Jake Paul were to do it and it's funny, people won't be able to openly express how funny it is, especially if you're in the black community, because everybody cowards and they mad. I mean, the celebrities that start counseling you and everything else, nobody want to hang out with you when everybody thought it was funny, but because you wearing blackface, everybody got to hate you. Everybody got to say, no, I don't endorse that. Or if they do endorse it, his friend, they'll text him, but they won't say nothing publicly. That's what would happen to him. It's not that he can't pull it off and it not be funny. It's that people wouldn't support him in doing it, and everybody else would be running from the drama. That's pretty much what would happen. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to cut this show short today. Tomorrow we'll pick up on a couple other things. We got to announce the winner. So during post-show clarity, we got to announce the winner of the trivia question. and the answer to the trivia question and also the winner of the trivia question. I think we did the first person that got it right, the 34th person that got it right, or something like that. We tried to change it up. The first, all right, we're going to just make the 34th and the last and get 2 gift cards. No, I'm just playing. All right, we'll see. We'll see where we go from there. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for coming on the show. We'll see y'all in the post-show clarity. Hold the phone.